Hello, everybody from the World Wide Web, and welcome back to the Evening Reel. Hello. I'm glad my program decided to pick up on the game. For some reason, the past few broadcasts, it doesn't immediately pick up, but hello, and welcome back. I'm your host, kwimei, and thank you for tuning in for today's broadcast of the Evening Reel. Now, as I find a place to fish, just want to say that this will be a very chill and probably shorter stream, or shorter broadcast compared to the others, because my brain is pulling a silly joke on me, and so I'm kind of tired. I still, however, wanted to stream and do this broadcast for y'all, but overall, I'm still going to take care of myself by not going as long during the broadcast. So, I hope you guys can understand that, and hopefully next week we'll be back to our normal scheduled programming. But I hope you guys have been doing well today. Whatever it is you've been up to, hope it's all been chill. I kind of just ran into a random direction and it ended up leading me over here. So, I guess we're gonna fish over here. Because, why not? Do a little bit of fishing, the usual. But, again, hope you guys had a good day today. Whatever it is you were up to, maybe a lot of stuff, maybe none at all. Who knows? I went to the doctor today. That was pretty okay. I actually haven't gone to like an actual doctor in a very long time. And so it was kind of awkward when they asked me if I had gotten like previous shots, and I was like, I have no clue because it's been so long since I've been to the doctor. Anyway, if you haven't been to the doctor in a long time and you are able to do that, I would recommend doing that. I think it's actually important. But yeah, just went to go do that, and honestly, it was really chill. I'm kind of glad that I went to go check, and tomorrow I'm gonna do some blood work for them and whatnot. So, I guess that'll be chill. I didn't want to have to show up tomorrow, but that doctor office is like really close by, so it's nothing too crazy. So it's whatever. And then I haven't really done too much today. I just went to the doctor, and then yeah, blood work is so much fun. Also, hello. I don't know how to pronounce your username, and I'm going to say it's like dough. Not too sure. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Donut? Oh, okay. Awesome. Hello and welcome to the broadcast, Donut. I'm glad that you could be here. But yeah, blood work is so silly. I am like, how do I put this? The blood work is pretty okay, and I'm not super freaked out by needles, but sometimes, depending on how big the needle is, that's what starts freaking me out. But overall, I don't have a big fear of needles, but I definitely still, I don't enjoy them. I'm not like, yes, do this blood work. I'm like, I'm just gonna close my eyes and pretend to sing like myself a song. Oh my gosh, wow, that actually makes me happy. I'm glad that that's actually really sweet to hear. Yeah, I kind of finally decided to sit down and I was like, I need to make YouTube shorts because that's just how YouTube works. So I'm glad that it worked and it drew you in. And I'm very glad that you're here. Now, this is a very chill time, but overall, I appreciate that you're here. But yeah, overall, I don't have the biggest fear of needles. They're just chill. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I'd like to think I'm a pretty funny guy myself, you know. So I'm just a silly, goofy guy, you know? What else can I say? I'm just a goofy dude. I need to make some more YouTube shorts. But hey, I'm glad that you found the TikTok funny. I definitely, when I was making that YouTube short, I laughed really hard at the way I delivered the part about me crying about Pudge, and that was silly. Anyway, to answer your question, I do not have a Discord server. That is kind of a work in progress where I want to make sure that I'm mentally ready to have and manage a Discord server, which I am currently not ready for, but it is definitely a thought in the future to make a Discord server. Just currently at this moment, I do not feel capable at managing one. But I will probably make an announcement at some time that that will happen, though do not expect it anytime soon in the future. I'm taking content creation very, very slow since I get burnt out really easily, and I just want to make sure that I got everything foundation-wise good and chill and that I'm good to do stuff. But thank you for asking. I remember 2 years ago when I used to stream on Twitch, I had a Discord server, and I'm not gonna lie, it was such a silly server because it wasn't well made. Let me just say I'm not the best designer, so making a Discord server was really out of my element, but it was kind of fun, and now I've learned how to make a better Discord. But overall, it'd be like that. Oh, welcome in, Slugcat. Nice to see you. Very, very glad you could tune in to today's broadcast. Nice to see you again. But overall, I don't know where I was going with that. So, let me do a really cool and not awkward transition into the topic of the stream, the broadcast title, which is Marvel Rivals. Because, guys, I finally played Marvel Rivals yesterday, and let me say, it was a lot of fun. Also, hello, Sebastian. Glad to see you. I don't actually remember the username that you used in webfishing, so my bad for just using your government name. But when the next web fishing stream is, web fishing as in you are able to join the lobby, or web fishing as in me doing this right now, because every Tuesdays and Thursdays I will always be playing web fishing, because that I have no idea what this game is. It's called web fishing. It's just a very cute fishing game, and this is all you do is fish. And yeah, for you to join in, I would say tune in next Tuesday, mostly because I'm not doing the best mentally, so I want to keep things very chill today during this broadcast. But tune in next Tuesday, and I will probably have an open lobby, or maybe halfway through the broadcast I will have an open lobby. I'm not too sure. So if that answers your question, there you go. But on to the topic at hand, Marvel Rivals. I'm hoping that you guys have seen some stuff about Marvel Rivals. Since it just came out, it kind of is really big right now, and is basically an Overwatch replacement. That's how I view it anyway. And let me just tell you, I used to be an Overwatch player. I did play Overwatch back when it was first released, like back in 2017, and I played it for a good 2 years. I would say I got into competitive. It's more like I just played competitive with my friends, and I always played Mercy. I was a Mercy main in Overwatch. But I kind of fell out of Overwatch, especially when they made Overwatch 2, and I was like, this is just not for me. And so I fell off playing Overwatch. And then Marvel Rivals comes around, and this game was really fun. Like, genuinely, I had a great time. I know it's kind of the novelty effect of my first time playing that I'm going to have a really, really good time, but I see Marvel Rivals, I'm a very casual player. I don't really want to play competitive Marvel Rivals. I think it's still cool, but I'm a very casual player, and so I really enjoy it for a turn off my brain, hold my like first mouse button to shoot at a character, and then that's it. I heard it was rivaling AAA studio games. Yeah, it was really good. I think it was really solid. I think there are a few gameplay things that feel a little clunky that I think they could smooth out, but overall, it was a very good game for it just being released and being able to. It amazed me that the servers were able to handle the influx of people, though I did hear that there was some server queuing, but I don't know. I feel like that's with most games, that it's hard to expect the player base and how many players are going to log in. But anyway, it was really fun. Also, yes, I should have been Mercy, and I was Mercy, and I love Mercy as an Overwatch character because she was really fun to play. However, I hated playing healer because everybody would yell at me that I wasn't healing them when I was healing them, and then they would be like, "You're the reason we lost the game." And I'm like, "Bro, I was healing you. I'm literally Mercy. That's my entire job, is to heal you. So why are you yelling at me? And also, why aren't you doing your job by protecting me?" Like, it's not my fault. In some situations, yes, it could be my fault because of positioning, but I think DPS should just do a better job to protect me. If they have enough money to use Marvel characters, oh yeah, right, for the server quality, that would make sense. I didn't play Marvel Rivals the first day it came out, so I'm not too sure what the first day servers were like. I'm sure there was a big influx of people wanting to play it, but that game is great to just, if you just want a game where you don't have to think about anything, turn off your brain, literally go play that game. It's free on Steam. You can just play unrated, and it is so chill. It did remind me of like old school Overwatch, which was really nice, where it was just everybody kind of figuring out how all the characters work and stuff, and it didn't feel like a lot of people knew a lot of tech about the game, and so it feels very just not competitive yet. But I know in the next coming months they'll probably figure out crazy things to do with certain characters or crazy combos. You know, that's just how the competitive scene of games work. But where was I going with that? But overall, from what I experienced from one time playing, I would genuinely want to play that game again and play it solo, which I think is a big thing for me, because when I played Overwatch, I didn't really want to play Overwatch by myself. Even though it wasn't a hard game, I just didn't feel inclined to play it solo. But Marvel Rivals, I'm like actually interested in playing it solo and wanting to play by myself. Oh, you've never played Overwatch or my Marvel Rivals? I mean, that's fair. My friends really enjoy first-person shooters, and so that's how I got into them. I don't think I really played a first-person shooter before until Overwatch. CSGO was a thing, but I did buy the game and try it, but I didn't like the depressing graphics, and the CSGO vibe was just not for me. But Overwatch was, since it was just to turn off your brain and just shoot things. But yes. Now, in Marvel Rivals, surprisingly, I haven't played support. I have tried playing Jeff the Shark, who is a healer, but I found that like, I don't know if it's just because I'm not like in a healing mindset that I can play Jeff, but it's like when I played him, I had a really hard time figuring out how to position myself so I can still heal my teammates but still be in on the action, and I just fully couldn't get into his kit. I will say that Squirrel girl, she was my girl. She was my goat, actually. I played her, like, the first match I played was Squirrel Girl, and guys, I ate. I don't know why. I, like, popped off, and the next few rounds we kept playing, I kept playing Squirrel Girl, and I was eating them up. I got MVP a lot. And I'm normally not a DPS person. I normally don't like playing that role, but Squirrel Girl's kit is really easy to learn and it came really naturally to me. And I really like playing her. Ooh, you like to play Splatoon and Fortnite? I've played both like once. Fortnite I've literally played exactly one game of and I didn't like it, but that was before no build mode existed. And then Splatoon I've played like a few times, but I'm not a big console person, so it was really hard for me to play Splatoon, so I never really got into it. But yeah, I keep saying Squirrel Girl like weirdly. I don't especially if I try to say her name fast, I get like tongue twisted or something trying to say Squirrel Girl. But her kid is awesome, and I really really like the way that she plays. I did try. Oh, another character that I tried to play. Not tried. I did play was Groot. They're called vanguards, but if you need an Overwatch equivalent, they're the tanks in the game. And Groot was really fun to play as well. And in Marvel Rivals, there are certain characters that have a team up ability. So if you have like two characters that have a team up ability, it'll activate. So Groot has a team up ability with Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy, because that's where Groot is from, and also Jeff the Shark. And it's just a really cute ability because it just allows either Rocket or Jeff the Shark to sit on Groot's shoulder, and it is so cute. So I would play Groot, and then my other friend would play Rocket, and she would just sit on my shoulder as I like built walls and did stuff as a tank, and it was so silly. And yes, all of his voice lines, every time he did something, it would just be, I am Groot. I am Groot. Or he'd be like, get hurt, and he'd be like, I am Groot. And like, it was just so silly playing him. And overall, I had a good time playing him. His kit was really easy to learn, and I enjoyed it. I also got to be the Rocket sitting on Groot's shoulder, which was super cute because I just felt like a little turret guy sitting on Groot's shoulder as I do all of this stuff, and it was just super adorable. I really like the team up abilities. I think that was a really cool like addition to the game, that you could have really explosive team combos if you just plan out what characters you all play. Like, I think Jeff the Shark has a team up ability with a character called Luna Snow, and basically it allows Jeff the Shark to go into like an ice mode. Now, I'm going to preface this and say that I don't know superheroes, period. Playing Marvel Rivals, I, growing up, was not a Marvel or a DC fan. I never got into superheroes, so when I talk about these people, I don't know their lore. I don't know anything about them. The only superheroes that I really know from Marvel Rivals is like Spider-Man, Groot, and then kind of Moon Knight. Because I wanted to watch the Moon Knight show, but then I never got into it. But it was just like, besides for that, I don't know a lot about superheroes, so just keep that in mind as I talk about this, because I don't know a lot of the lore. Though I did hear that Squirrel Girl beat Thanos at one point, and that she is oddly the most powerful Marvel character. I don't know how, but apparently she beat Thanos. I go look it up. I saw a TikTok about it, and this might be cat, but that's what the TikTok said, is that she is weirdly overpowered and defeated Thanos at one point. And also another character that I don't remember his name, and I'm not going to try describing him either. So, leaving it at that. To answer your question, if you can join the web fishing lobby, um, for today's broadcast, I will say no. I wanted a very chill vibe since I'm just a little overwhelmed, and so currently for today's broadcast, it will be a no. Though maybe next Tuesday I'll open up the lobby, but for now, I'm chilling. Just want to play it solo today. But I don't even know what Squirrel Girl is. So imagine a girl and she has a squirrel tail and squirrel ears, and that's Squirrel Girl. She's so silly. As like a joke to my friends, I was like, I'm gonna main her, and then weirdly, I was just really, really good at her. And I don't know how. Every game that we played, I always had one of the highest like kills in the game, and I would always be like top fragging, and I genuinely don't know how. Though her kit is really fun because she has um two abilities. One is like a tail jump where she like bounces into the air using her tail, and then another one is like it's kind of funny. I think it's like a golden nut. Like she will literally just whip out a giant golden nut that you can throw at people and it will like immobilize them in place. And I go crazy with that. I'm not gonna lie. That that ability goes crazy because I'll see like Venom and I'll get the golden nut and just throw it at him and then he's immobilized. And then all of my team immediately just like fires at him and then he just perishes just like that. And so that's really fun. And her ultimate like burst ability, I just used the Overwatch and then Genshin Impact lingo for that. This is so silly. Anyway, her ultimate ability is this squirrel stampede where she'll literally just point and then a stampede of squirrels will just come out of nowhere and start bouncing off the walls, like hurting whatever character it touches, and I just find that so silly. And I really like her kit. It was really easy to learn. She is like a really easy character to pick up. Like she's not difficult compared to Moon Knight or Spider-Man. I tried playing Spider-Man and I could not grasp him at all. He was just, I don't even know how his kit works, and I don't need to know how it works because I don't want to play him. But fun fact, Squirrel Girl and Spider-Man have a team-up ability where Spider-Man gives Squirrel Girl these webbed nuts or something, and so then she can like throw these webbed nuts and it'll hurt and immobilize the enemy. And I just find it funny. I just find playing Squirrel Girl fun because I can run around and say I'm nutting on people or I'm going nuts because that's who Squirrel Girl is. She just throws nuts at people, and I think that's hilarious. And so that's just like my funniest thing is I kill someone and I'm like, yes, I nutted on them, and it's like out of context. Obviously, really bad to say, but it is so funny to do that in game, or just getting like a 5 kill streak and going, oh my god, I'm going nuts or something, and it's like this is so stupid, but I love it. But overall, the gameplay is a little overstimulating at first because there's like a lot of flashing colors and stuff, but honestly, it was kind of easy to like pick up and get used to. And I think the one thing that's going to take me a while to learn are the superhero names because my friends know the superhero names, though they have been playing the game longer than me, but we'll be playing and then they'll like say some name. They'll be like Mantis is coming and I'm like I don't know who Mantis is, or they'll be like Luna Snow and I'm like I don't know who she is. Like none of the names stick to anybody. I only know Jeff the Shark, Groot, Squirrel Girl, and Rocket because I played all of them. And like the stereotypical people. I actually, okay, this was a really funny moment from me. So I was in the practice range of Marvel Rivals, looking at all the different characters. And in the Vanguard slash tank section, there was like this little twink looking guy. And I was like, who is this twink looking guy? And I'm like, who's Bruce Wayne? And I have this moment where I confuse Bruce Wayne with Superman. And I'm honestly not sure how now that I'm looking back on it. Because I think I got Superman confused, and then I proceeded to say Bruce Wayne is Superman, but then Bruce Wayne is actually the Hulk, and then that threw me off. And then I was trying to figure out why I thought Bruce Wayne was Superman, and then I got him confused with Batman. Anyway, it really shows my superhero knowledge, which is not a lot. I do know that Superman's name is Clark Kent now, and I've known that before, but I just got a little confused. Anyway, the Bruce Wayne, the. Wait, that's Hulk's, like. Don't mind that. That's like Hulk's name, right? Oh, it's Bruce Banner. God, I got Batman and Hulk confused again. Bruce Wayne is Batman, Bruce Banner is Hulk. Okay, so take that entire story that I just took and replace the name Bruce Wayne with Bruce Banner. I'm gonna stop talking about their names because I'm just not getting it. I'm clearly not getting it, and I'm losing my mind over the fact that I don't know superhero names. I think anyone who just listened to that and knows the superheroes are going to get really upset that I just confused the Hulk and Batman, but to be fair, their names, their actual names, are really similar, okay? Cut me some slack. I'm still learning. But yeah, I'll be playing the game and my friends will be calling out about different people that are like coming to the point, and I have no clue who most of them are. I'm still learning the roster, and there are a lot of characters. I'm very interested to see how they're going to develop more characters for this game and how many more characters they have planned for the game, because I feel like the roster is already pretty good, and I find it funny that everyone in the game is so overpowered that it just weirdly balances the game because everyone is so overpowered. Like, genuinely, there were games where we were stomping on people, and then other games where we were absolutely getting stomped on, and like, it just felt like a good balance somehow, even though everybody has like game breaking abilities. I think the only air quote like really overpowered ability, I don't know who the character is, but she like will use her ultimate and she'll float into the air, and if you don't break your line of sight with her, she just kills you. And I'm like, okay, what the heck? And so that one felt a little crazy. Oh, her name is Scarlet Witch, I think. She's the one that, yeah, if you don't break line of sight, you will immediately perish after like 5 seconds. And half the time, I don't even like realize that her ultimate is happening because I don't know the ult lines yet. So she'll like say her ultimate line, and then I just don't know. My friends basically have to tell me what ultimate is happening because I don't know the voice lines, nor do I know the characters, and I'm still going through the learning curve of learning everybody's abilities and their ultimates because, again, the roster is huge. I went against a multitude of different characters, but after like the first, how long did I end up playing that game for? Let me go check my Steam. I didn't play it for that long with my friends. I played it for 3 hours, but for the 3 hours I played, it was really, really fun, and I genuinely had a good time where I was genuinely smiling and just not worrying about a lot. And even when we lost, I felt fine. Normally, when I play like first-person shooter games like Overwatch or Valorant and we lose, I like feel terrible. But then playing Marvel Rivals and we lose, I'm feeling so fine because the game is just that fun. Again, it could be the novelty since it was my first time playing. So maybe after another couple hours put into the game, that maybe I'd be like, this game actually sucks. But from a casual player standpoint, I really, really like it. I know that my friends want to play competitive at some point, and I think it'd be fine, honestly. I don't think I would do much, like, different between unrated and competitive. I mean, I should probably learn, like, more technical skills in the game, but, like, whatever, you know? It was overall a really well crafted game that I had no idea was in production at all until they just released the game. I even tried looking up how long Marvel Rivals was in development, and I couldn't find an answer to that at all. And so I don't know how long they've been working on Marvel Rivals, but it is genuinely a really good game. And it's literally free, and the battle pass is like $5, which is really chill. But I'm interested to see where it keeps going, like all the new maps that they could make and all the new characters. I kind of feel a little out of touch with the superhero stuff when we go to like certain maps and stuff because I know that they're based off of the Marvel universe, but being someone who doesn't get into Marvel, I don't know the references or like any of that. But that's the nice part, I guess, about Marvel Rivals is that you don't really need to know anything about the superheroes. It's just another fun shooter game like Overwatch. And genuinely, it really is like an Overwatch replacement. Like the maps, honest to God, feel really similar to certain like Overwatch maps. And the playstyle I would say is like slightly different, but that's because Overwatch has had, when was it released? Like 2017. It's had like 7 years to develop a really specific playstyle. I also just realized I don't have bait, and we've been sitting here for probably 2 minutes on me not fishing. Oh my god. I just got really into talking about Marvel Rivals. I stopped paying attention to what was happening in web fishing. My bad. But since Overwatch has had 7 years to kind of curate its playstyle through competitive and the new characters coming out, I feel like there's a very streamlined playstyle for Overwatch now, but since Marvel Rivals just came out, people are still discovering like different bugs, certain abilities and how they work well with others and still learning all the kinks in the system of Marvel Rivals. So, it feels very much experimental still, which I think I really like. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of see myself not enjoying Marvel Rivals when things become more streamlined, I guess, where like if you play a certain character, you need to do like this or something. And it's like once it gets more specific, that might be when I stop enjoying Marvel Rivals, but right now since it's a new game and it's been out for like what, a week, a two, I don't remember when it came out. That it's really solid for the first game. I know some other people have some complaints about Marvel Rivals, but overall, I think it was pretty solid, and I genuinely just had a good time. I think if you're a really competitive person, like if you really, really like competitive, you might not like Marvel Rivals, but I mean, obviously, go try it out yourself. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, Marvel Rivals is bad if you hate chill gameplay. Just do whatever you want. Don't. My opinion doesn't have a lot. Okay, take my opinion with a grain of salt. I am a big enjoyer of a lot of things that I do. So even like really terrible games, I'll still find the good of the terrible game and still enjoy it for like a specific time. Yes, start the Marvel Rivals download. Let's go. It also has controller support, so if you like playing with a console controller instead, like it has the support. Also, that was something really nice that I didn't expect is that Marvel Rivals is already like cross-platform. I played games with people on Xbox and PlayStation already, which I was genuinely just surprised because it felt like cross-platform is something that doesn't get developed until like way later in the game after they establish the player base. And it was just really cool that they kind of immediately developed that. Kind of like Pokemon Unite or Fortnite. Oh, that's sick. I didn't know that either of those games had cross-platform. But it kind of felt like the developers of Marvel Rivals kind of looked at every first-person shooter game, found like the faults of it, and then tried their best to just have a solid game immediately rather than, I don't know, I guess with like Overwatch there wasn't immediately cross-platform and you know, it felt really well polished, but I guess that makes sense because the company that probably produced Marvel Rivals is obviously like has a lot of money because it's Marvel's. It's the Marvel universe. Like these people have to have money. I think it'd be a slap in the face if they came out with Marvel Rivals and it was actually just dog water dookie and it was just a terrible game. Like that would be insane for like a really. I'm not sure the company who made Marvel Rivals, but like you know what I mean. Like it had just been a slap in the face to the Marvel fans if the quality of the game was really bad. And the graphics are really good in the game. The graphics are really good in the game as well. I actually really like the style, like the art style of the game, and how certain characters have a different like art style, but it still fits within what they're establishing. I'm not really sure how to explain this, but if you look at the roster from Marvel Rivals, certain characters have like a darker outline on them or something. This is mainly, I noticed it with Groot mostly, where it's like Groot has a darker outline around him, probably because he's a tree, but all the other like human characters and stuff don't have that like darker outline, and it felt Groot's design felt a little more cartoony in a way of the colors than like the other people and stuff. But the art style is great. It was super nice to look at. I think my issue with Overwatch was the colors were so bright to look at that I got really overstimulated really easily. And like how bright everything was in Overwatch, like the ultimates and stuff, like I would just get really overstimulated. But Marvel Rivals, it had that nice balance of still being colorful, but still kind of leaning back that it's not too overstimulating. Like, I mentioned this before with CSGO. I had an issue with the graphics because it just felt really depressing. And I mean, it makes sense because it's CSGO. Like, that's the whole point of CSGO is to replicate. I don't know what CSGO. Oh my god, guys, I just got a big whale. Hold on. Pause the yap sesh. I gotta look at this whale. It's an alpha whale. Oh my god, it's huge. Dear lord. Oh my god, it really is the alpha. And it's worth like 2K. That's actually dope. Oh my god, it's just a big whale. Okay, nice. Good catch. Oh wait, that means, have I gotten... Oh, I'm so close to finishing the whale. If you see the little, like, not colored in circle, I'm missing that quality. But I'm getting really, really close. Wow. I am slowly filling out this collection. That makes me really happy. But, back to what I was saying before I got distracted by the big whale. That really threw me off because it filled up half my screen. But... as I was mentioning with CSGO, it felt really bland to my eyes and it felt really depressing, and so I didn't really like the CSGO vibes, but Marvel Rivals was able to balance the darkness that it still works on the eyes, but it's still like colorful. I hope that makes sense. It just is a nice balance between the two. And I never had any moment where I truly felt like I was getting overstimulated in Marvel Rivals compared to Overwatch. I'm not really sure why that is. It might just be because I've played Overwatch enough that, like, going into Marvel Rivals, I'm just used to all of the stimulus getting thrown at me, right? But it could just be because they designed it that way to not be overstimulating. I'm not too sure. But overall, like, the game on my eyes and, like, the audio, it was not overstimulating at all. And that was really, really nice. I just had a big, like, stimulation issue with Overwatch. I also used to do this funny thing in Overwatch. I still do this if I play the game, but basically I'll be playing the game, and if anybody uses their ultimate in Overwatch, I will immediately repeat it without any thought for I don't know what reason. I just did. It's the neurodivergent, I guess. But in Marvel Rivals, maybe because I don't know the ultimate voice lines yet, that I haven't really done that. But I the audio is fine and like that is super chill. I think I really like that Marvel Rivals isn't relying too much on sound cues in my head. Since I'm not a competitive player, casual person, that I don't have to rely too much on sound cues to tell me where people are. I'm mostly saying this because I do play a little bit of Valorant, and sound cues and sounds in Valorant are very, very, very important. But in Marvel Rivals, since it's just a nice, chiller game, you don't really have to rely on it as much. I mean, obviously, if you're like whatever the ranking system is in Marvel Rivals and you're super high, you probably use sound cues a little bit more than I do. But I'm just glad it doesn't like make me freak out because I just couldn't play Overwatch for a super long time until I got burnt out. But Marvel Rivals, I played it for 3 hours, but it felt like I could have kept playing it for like the rest of the night. But my friend just had to go, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go play a different game for now. But I truly do want to play that game solo, see what it's like solo queuing, because I normally play shooter games with my friends, and I never really have a solo experience with these types of games because in my head it feels like since this is a team game that my teammates will rely on me a lot, and it's kind of that like I don't want to be a bad teammate and I don't want to let people down, so I don't want to play solo, right? But Marvel Rivals, I'm like, yo, I could actually kind of play this game and like be fine. Valorant, I never solo queue. I'm going to put that out right now. I never solo queue Valorant. I am always playing Valorant with friends because I cannot stand like being the last person alive and having everybody spectate me. Like that is so terrifying. And that's also what I enjoy about Marvel Rivals, obviously, is that you get to respawn because there's no what's the word, stress on like dying in the game because you respawn. I mean, sure you can die at inconvenient times, but overall it makes it less stressful on me as a player to have that option. So it's really cool overall. And so that's so far like literally my thoughts on the game. I'm sure I'll have a different opinion once I sink like 30 more hours into it, but so far this is really good and very well polished, which I shouldn't be surprised cuz it's Marvel, but like I am surprised at the same time that they managed to do this. Like genuinely, how long have these people been producing this game? I want to know how long this has taken to make because it's just a quality game. Even the character designs, in my opinion, are quality. And the way that I'm sure if I knew the superhero lore, that their designs, there are probably small things in their designs that are really cool. And I really like that the skins in Marvel Rivals are reminiscent of the comic book, like their comic book style. Don't know if that makes sense, but you know how they look in the comic book, they have skins in Marvel Rivals so you can like look like that. And though again, I didn't read the comics, I think that's just a cute touch to obviously the people who did read the comics and really enjoyed it. Literally there's a Jeff the Shark skin where he's wearing like a fluffy dolphin jacket, and it's supposed to be a reference to one of the Jeff the Shark comics where he puts on like a dolphin costume because he doesn't want people to be afraid of him that he's a shark. So he dresses up as a dolphin so people aren't afraid of him, which I think is so cute. Also, Jeff the Shark in general is so cute. Oh my god, he's just a little shark puppy guy, and he has the little toe beans on the little on his little peats, and he's so cute. I actually also like that about Squirrel Girl's design. She wears boots, and on the bottom of her boots there are like little paw pads on them, and I think that's just adorable. I love when that happens. But Jeff the Shark is so cute. I keep seeing so many things about him, and I got to do the one thing I really, really wanted to do of just as Jeff the Shark, which was use his ability, which basically his ultimate ability is he has a specific radius that he will like swallow the characters inside of that radius. It's like, he's just being a shark, so he swallows up the people in the radius, and then after you swallow them, you have like 6 to 7 seconds to do something with them before the like ultimate runs out and they just escape from your jaws. And so I would use Jeff's ability, swallow like 4 to 5 people, and then jump off the map. And it was so fun. I genuinely enjoyed it. It was such a silly time to be able to do that and just throw everybody off the map, and then my team takes the point because I just killed everyone in literally one swallow because Jeff is the go. I did see a TikTok today about using Jeff's ult instead of swallowing the enemies to swallow your teammates and then do like a giant group attack where Jeff will swallow your teammates like far away from the point, swim to the point, and then just like throw everybody like onto the point. And that was really cool and I want to try that. Also, welcome back. Glad you're back. But yeah, Jeff the Shark was super cute. I wish I could have gotten into his playstyle a little bit more. Though I think I just need to go into the game thinking about wanting to be a healer rather than just DPS. But Jeff the Shark still has some damaging abilities. His like primary fire is to heal, but his secondary fire is to like shoot a bubble at people. I also am just not great at being able to position myself not in line of fire. Like I don't know why my brain wants me to be in danger like all the time when I'm playing Marvel Rivals. When playing support, I need to be like farther back so I'm not directly in the fight. But my brain is like, you need to be in the fight, and I'm like, no, that's not how you play support. I have to be further back, please. And so that's just silly to have to like fight through because I guess I just think I'm DPS for some reason and just start throwing myself into danger. But it's just an adorable game, and I'm really excited to keep playing it. I think definitely want to give it a shot to play it solo. I do want to see what the competitive scene is like because I want to know if the competitive playstyle is less chaotic than the unrated playstyle because I'm assuming people in competitive know the characters better and know the abilities better and like XYZ. So I wonder if it'd be less chaotic than unrated because unrated there is just a lot going on. But it's more manageable. And so I'm excited to see because seeing the difference between unrated versus competitive is always an interesting thing for like specific first person shooter games because most games at this point just feel well established. Like Valorant, I feel like even when I'm playing unrated, it still feels like I'm playing competitive from how like try-harding people are in unrated, which is completely fair because that's what's unrated for. But I like just can't play Valorant and have a chill time is basically what I'm saying. Every time I play Valorant, I have to lock in to like play that game. I can't just think, oh, I'm gonna play Valorant and turn off my brain. No, like I have to lock in, or else I will legitimately not perform well in the game because my brain is off. And so every time I play Valorant, I basically have to have my brain cells turned on for the day to play the game because there's just mechanically and technically in Valorant there is just a lot to learn in my opinion. Like all of the abilities, when to use them, specific sound cues, listening for footsteps, like I've been playing Valorant for like a few years, on and off. It's not like I'm consistently playing Valorant, and I watch a lot of competitive Valorant, and it's just a lot to learn. Speaking of watching a lot of competitive Valorant, literally I looked at my Twitch recap for this year, like the Twitch recap 2024, and my top category was Valorant, and I was in the top 10% of Valorant watchers. And it is literally from the Valorant competitive season earlier this year, between the months of like February up to like July, and Tarek ended up being my most viewed streamer, or my most watched streamer, because he is always the person I watch for like the Valorant championships and stuff. Hold on, let me go see. Give me 2 seconds as I try to go find my Twitch recap hours, because I find it so silly. So let me just share really quickly my Twitch recap 2024. Hours watched 289, and literally half of those is from watching Tarek. So hours watched 289, distinct days visited 234. And then my top channels were Tarek with 136 hours watched, which were literally all Valorant. Second place was one of my good streamer friends, LauraChew14. I watched her for 67 hours. I'm also a mod on her channel, so gotta be attentive. Third is Masayoshi. Love Masayoshi at 18 hours. Then Quarter Jade with 13, and Kaide at 11. So glad that all three of those people made it on the list, because I do genuinely love Kaide, Quarter Jade, and Masayoshi. They're so funny. And then for my top categories for like the games that I watched, I was in the top 10% of Valorant, top 10% of Dead by Daylight, and top 10% for Stardew Valley, which I just find really, like, surprising, I guess. I guess I didn't think I watched 136 hours of Valorant, because who does that? Guys, I need you to know that that number is probably doubled, because I was insane back when competitive Valorant was a thing, because I would watch Tarek's live stream, right? I would tune in for the whole match live, which could take up to 5 to 6 hours. And then Tarek's editor would, like, make the 5 to 6 hour match into like a 1 to 1.5 hour video, and I would also watch that video even though I had already watched that match live. So it's like I consumed a lot of Valorant gameplay earlier this year, and it's gonna happen next year too, because every year that there's a Valorant championship, which is every year, I will be tuning in. I just really like Valorant. I just can't play Valorant. You would think after watching so many hours of Valorant that I would be like actually decent at Valorant, but I'm not. I peaked like Silver 1, which isn't great. I mean, I guess it's average, because the lowest in the Valorant ranking system is Iron, Bronze, and then Silver. And I used to be hard stuck Bronze, and then somehow I got to Silver. Me with Pokemon Worlds. Oh, wait, what is Pokemon Worlds? Why do I not know what this is? Also, Stardew Valley is a really good game. I did get really obsessed with it. I think I have like 300 hours. Oh, you mean like the Pokemon Worlds Championship. Got it. Got it, got it. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm surprised I never got into that. Yeah, I do find the Pokemon card game really fascinating. And I've heard some stories about certain things, and I found it really interesting. But yeah, no, Stardew Valley is a really fun game. I think I've logged 300 hours into that game, and before like the big update with Ginger Island, I had previously done, like, I say everything. I never 100%ed Stardew Valley. I would love to do that at some point, but that is a lot. That is a lot of work. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is like tons of work. Also, now I have to go check my Stardew Valley time, because now I'm worried I'm over exaggerating how many hours I put into Stardew Valley. Hold up. I want to be accurate. Oh my god, wait, I was almost close. My playtime is 279 hours, and I have 28 out of the 49 achievements. So I'm like halfway to getting all the achievements, and I would love to get all the achievements in the game, though I know that there are two that are like terrible because it's like the Prairie King, and the other achievement is like beating the Prairie King without getting hit or something. I don't remember, but I would love to 100% that game when I have the time at some point. I always had a fun idea to like do a marathon stream where it's like I'm not going to stop streaming until I 100% Stardew. I think that would be fun. I'm definitely going to build up to that. I'm not just going to do it in like 2 weeks because I don't have. I can't do that. That's so much. For a person who does a 1 to like almost 2 hour stream, imagine trying to live stream for God knows how long it takes me to 100% Stardew. Like, I don't think this is gonna happen. But yeah, I really enjoyed Stardew Valley, and I definitely watched a lot because my friend, my streamer friend Laura Chu, she played Stardew and got really into it. I like actually got scared. She might have passed me in hours played for Stardew. Oh yeah, girl has 350 hours, which like mad respect to her because I think she was going for 100%, as in I think she 100%ed one save file and she wanted to get all of the achievements in Stardew, but I don't think she ever managed to do that yet because I'm assuming that she would get it done at some point. But I'm like, God, that amount of effort. I get burnt out on games really quickly if I'm not careful. Like, I'll do that silly thing instead of like spreading out when to play the game like for a couple of months and stuff. Instead, I will like dedicate 2 weeks to play the game every single day for almost 12 hours and then get burnt out and then not touch the game for like an entire year until I think I can like play it again. Also, Stardew, I'm just a very big min-max person, so anytime I would play it, literally going into the new season, I would make like a spreadsheet of the farmland that I have, how much funds I have, like what the best crop is to grow, XYZ. Like it was just a whole lot, and I was getting tired of doing that every single month. Yeah, it's just bad. Also, hello Emma, welcome to the broadcast. Good to see you. But yeah, Stardew just stressed me out really easily because I just got really technical with it when I don't think I have to, but in my head I'm like, I need to be efficient in Stardew. Like, if I don't grow the best crop in the summer, then I'm like wasting this entire month if I'm not maximizing my profits. And then it's like, oh my god, I'm just ruining the game for myself. And it's just super silly, especially in the first 2 years of Stardew, because after 2 years in Stardew, your grandpa will visit you and then judge your farm and how much you've done, depending on what, and then like give you a rating, right? And because I want to be like a completionist and have everything done within the 2 years, I'm like stressing out every single day trying to like figure out if I'm making every single day efficient or if I'm like wasting time during really doing specific things. And I'm like, dude, I wish I could play Stardew casually. I wish I could be a casual Stardew player that just has a good time playing the game, but I can't. I genuinely can't. I only play Stardew to run with Haley and get cute animal. You're so right for that. So, I also... Okay, originally when I first played Stardew, I married Sam because he was like the only character that I was like, okay, he just has a nice bubbly golden retriever energy, so I married him. And at first, I didn't really like Haley because she was just mean, and I was like, okay, you're mean. And then fast forward to this year, earlier this year, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Stardew Valley TikTok, you probably got the trend of Chappell Roan's song. I don't remember which one it's called. and then it would pair with Stardew Valley, like Haley from Stardew Valley, right? And then that's when I started. Yes, thank you. Good luck, babe. Yes, now that was when I got into liking Haley, because I realized I didn't know that as you kept romancing her that she got nicer. And then it was fun in my head to have the headcanon that Haley is actually queer. And so I proceeded to make a new save file on a beach farm, made my Stardew character a girl because I I think she's queer, so I was like she has to be with a girl. And so I did that, and then it was so fun. Actually, that beach farm was terrible because sprinklers don't work on the beach, and there wasn't a lot of normal farmland, so terrible idea overall, but love Haley. This is my headcanon for Haley and Alex that I feel like is really accurate, but my headcanon for both of them is that they're both queer, respectively, but they air quote dated at one point to like make people think they were straight, or like I don't know, people already thought they were dating because they hang out a lot, and so they just like kept it. But in my head, they're both gay. Like Alex is for sure gay. Like do not try and tell me that man is straight. That is a closeted gay man if I've ever seen one. Obviously, these are all headcanons. You can take what you want out of this. Like, the Stardew characters are however they are to you. Like, this is just my own fun with it. I had the same headcanon. Yes, I think it's just really obvious. I don't know. That's just the vibe that I get from them. And so, it's very fun playing the game. And, like, there are some Haley lines that when I was like giving her gifts and stuff or like romancing her that she would like say something and I would literally like start blushing and like kicking my feet. I'm like, Haley, wait, girl, what are you talking about? And it's like I'm like, oh my god, wait, I didn't know Haley has a Riz. Like, what the freak? But also, Haley's heart events are really, really cute. I really like I'm not sure which one, but I think it was like her 8 heart or something where you like go take pictures of cows or something, and that was just super cute. I love that. But hey, thank you for tuning in, Donut. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I hope you get some good sleep and good night, and I hope to see you at a future broadcast, perhaps. But yes, have a good night. But no, literally, Haley got me like kicking my feet and like giggling for no reason, and I'm like, wow, Haley, you're so cool, and I respect you. Like, hella now. I mean, I should have just like gave her a chance before, but honestly, I'm glad that I made a new farm for her because I literally dedicated that entire farm to Haley specifically. I do have a Discord account, but I don't feel comfortable giving it out. I hope you can respect that, but, uh, well, I guess I'm assuming that you would ask to be friends with me on Discord, so my bad if I'm assuming wrong, but just thought I'd say. I'll be her sugar mama. She can go shopping all day and sit on the beach. No, for real. Like, I will provide for Haley. Like, don't even worry. Girl can live out her whatever her dreams are. Like, I will provide for her. Like, do not even ask. I will not hesitate. But hey, see you later. Have a good rest of your night, Donut. But yeah, I genuinely had a a hope at some point. It's like on my bucket list of stuff that I want to do, where this is going to be an extreme amount of work though, where I make a new save file for every available bachelor and bachelorette in the game, and then like plan the farm around that whole entire character. Like, for example, I did this for Haley. So I chose the beach farm because I know she likes the beach. And then I specifically wanted to have cows on my farm because I knew she likes cows because of the her heart event. And then I knew she liked sunflowers, so I made like a sunflower heart somewhere on the field for her and stuff like that, basically, where I just take the character and figure out what they like and try to design a farm around them, right? And so that was my hope. And I've only done it for Haley so far. I technically married Sam in one save, but that's my general farm save, so I wouldn't say that really counts or anything. But at some point, I really, really want to continue doing that because I think it would be really fun, and I literally like planned out the different farm types to each character and who I would like do what with and all that. So it's like I really want to do that, though I don't know when that'll happen because Stardew Valley burns me out really quickly. I have a beach farm for her too, and my farm sounds cute. Oh my god, thank you. Yes, the beach farm was really cute because I like the beach farm, except I hate that sprinklers don't work, so I literally have to hand water all of my crops every single day, and it got a little tiring. But I will say in my Haley save, I did successfully manage to marry her. I in my head that farm isn't fully complete because I have a few more things I wanted to do on it, and I also wanted to buy the house upgrades and stuff and decorate the house like air quote Haley style, but I just after I married Haley in that save, all of my motivation to keep playing just left my body and I haven't played since. But I mean, that's just how it is. Yeah, the sprinklers things really got me. I know that I could have just used like the normal farmland, which I do. I think for the normal plot of land that you get on the beach farm, I dedicated that to like the giant crops. So I have sprinklers on them, but obviously you can't use sprinklers in the sand, so that kind of sucks. But that farm was actually really cute. And now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, wow, I should go revisit it. Because sometimes I like surprise myself when I go revisit like my old Stardew farms and stuff to see how much work I really put into the farms. And I'm like, wow, I really did that. Like I really dedicated like 200 hours into this farm. And that's like bonkers to me for some reason that I that I did that. And so yeah, that was really fun overall. And I haven't really explored a lot of the other romance options in Stardew. I think in my first Stardew Valley save, I tried to romance everybody because this was before the update where if you're dating more than one person, they'll get mad at you or something. And so before I originally like was dating everybody in the town, and then that update came out, and then I'm not sure if I'm still dating all of them anymore. It was really funny. So this save, I'm dating every dateable character. They're all my girlfriend and boyfriend. All of them have 10 hearts, the whole spiel, right? The new update comes out where if you're dating more than one person, a cutscene will trigger at the inn bar, the star drop inn. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's that, right? And I'm going to say I didn't know about this cutscene, nor did I know how to get around the cutscene either. And so I'm playing the game just normally, not really knowing that this is a thing, and I decide like one of the nights to go to the inn to just like go buy a pizza for Sam or something because that's one of Sam's favorite items, right? I walk in, the cutscene triggers where all of the romanceable characters are sitting around the pool table like talking about me, and I'm like, what is happening? Oh no. And I'm like, I'm fearing for the worst already. And then miraculously, they're like, oh, it's fine. Actually, it's okay. And I was like, what? I thought something bad was going to happen. Turns out, on accident, I did not do this. This literally happened by luck. There was a rabbit's foot in my inventory. And that's how you negate that from them getting mad at you is having the rabbit's foot, and I didn't know about that, period. I literally just picked one up that day because one of the rabbits dropped it, and I was like, what insane luck to not know that that was a thing, and somehow I avoided the worst possible outcome by sheer luck. Anyway, shout out to the Stardew Valley gods that were looking over me or something, because they saved my entire relationship with all of them. My polyamorous relationship with all of Pelican Valley or Pelican Town. And like, no, right? I really did have the real rabbit's foot. Like, I don't know how that happened. I'm not complaining. Like, I'm very happy that happened. But going into that, I was like, oh boy, this ain't good. And then, yeah, I'm not sure to this day if I'm still dating everybody in that save, or if because of a new update it like overrode that, or maybe because I married Sam that it overrode that. I'm not too sure. But I am married to Sam in that first save, and he's just a silly guy. I think he was silly and golden retriever, and I was like, Sam, you're funny and you play the guitar, so chose him. I actually really liked Harvey as well, but there's something about Sam that I was like, you know what, you look like Goku, so I'll date you. I don't even like Dragon Ball Z, so I think I just find it funny that he had similar hair to like Goku or something, and I was like, that's dope. And so I did that. And so yeah, I hope at some point I'll revisit Stardew. That's one of the games that I randomly revisit like once a year for like a month straight and then never play again because it stressed me the hell out. That and The Sims. I have that phase where I like want to play both of those games and then I get tired. Sam is who I was romancing on the farm I was sharing. Oh, fun! I think he's really silly. I think he's a cute guy. I'm trying to decide if I were to make a new save who I would end up going for again. I think I do really like Harvey. Abigail was cool. Okay, I think I think out of all of the romanceable people in Stardew, Haley weirdly. Did I say Haley? I meant to say Emily, her sister. Emily weirdly scares me. There is something about Emily's like icon, like her portrait when you talk to her, that like freaks me out, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but there's something about Emily that's like freaking me out. Like her character model is fine, but the portrait is just like scaring me for some reason, and I don't know what it is, and I'm like, Haley, I really like you, but your sister freaks me out for some reason, and I'm sorry. I can't control that. Also, Emily as a character is so funky because she has like that whole like, I don't know if it's like a hippie thing or something, but it felt like one of her cutscenes. Like we took like acid or shrooms and we're like tripping balls in her room, and I was like, dude, what is actually happening? I was like, dude, what is going on? Just yeah, there's something about it that I don't know if it's like giving Uncanny Valley from the way that she looks in her portrait. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hair? I don't know. There's something unexplainable about Emily. But, I mean, she's still a cool character. I like that you can, once you befriend her enough, you can, like, make clothes from her sewing machine or something. And I think the only character I truly did not like when I first played Stardew was Alex. And that's just because obviously at surface level he just very much gives like frat straight boy vibes, but then I know if you keep playing the game and do his hard events that he's actually a really sweet cutie patootie who's just taking care of his grandparents. I don't remember what his actual lore is, but originally when I first met Alex, I was like, "You're gross," but it's also because he was like, I think if you like play as a girl, that he's like, "Oh, girls can't play football" or something, and I'm like, "Bro, man, what the hell?" But then he's chill, and he's a closeted gay man in my head canon, so I'm no longer mad after there's like reasoning for that, I guess. But oh, you want to know? I think out of all of the romanceable characters, I think Penny, weirdly, is like the most boring to me as a character. I don't really know a lot about Penny, besides that she's like Pam's daughter or something. But I think because Penny is so soft spoken and like shy that she just doesn't stand out to me, period. And I'm like, you're not interesting to me. Like, personally, I just don't like that. Or not, I don't like it, but it's just not intriguing. I only talk to Alex if I'm playing as the male farmer. No, that's so real. Like, literally, since when I first played Stardew, I chose the guy character, and so when I talked to Alex, I didn't like see that dialogue. But then when I made the Haley farm and I made my character a girl, then I talked to Alex, and then I got that dialogue, and I was like, "Ain't no way this bro is like saying this to me right now." I was like, "Bro, your best friend is Haley. Like, don't you be saying that, RN. Like, come on now, SMH, SMH." But I think Alex X male farmer is so real. TBH. I think that's just cute. I also just like representation. But also I know that none of these characters actually have like a canon sexuality, so it's like they're basically all bi. But Alex and Haley specifically give lesbian and gay respectfully, and I just find that so funny because I don't know what it is about Haley and Alex that gives such queer energy, but it just they hit different. What can I say? There's something about it, and I'm like, okay, that's like that's like fun. I gotta say. Also, Haley says like a line when you're what is it? I think it's like right after you marry her. I'm gonna just randomly say spoiler alert if you're like don't want to get spoiled about Haley Heart event or whatever or like her dialogue, but like she'll say how she wanted to go on a honeymoon, but instead she understands that I have to take care of the farm, so we'll do that instead. And I was like, Haley, I think what I really like about Haley is the character growth that she has throughout all the heart events. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but it's just really sweet and like endearing to see her go from like what originally to me was sorority rich girl vibes, like privileged white girl vibes, to understanding more about the world and being more open and stuff. And I think that was just really cute that her character arc went through that. And I don't know, I feel like other Stardew characters don't have that type of character development or like that type of story with their heart events. Because Sam is like, he's in a band. He wants to do the band thing. You go to the band concert. I think that's it. Sebastian, like, you do a motorcycle thing. I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like a lot of characters go into their character. Yeah, character growth is great. I think I would say a similar character to having character growth is like Shane, but he doesn't even like work on his issues from what I remember. I think he just like realizes that he shouldn't be an alcoholic and then he doesn't stop being an alcoholic. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not I don't remember all of the character lore of every single character. So, if I'm getting any information wrong, then take it with a grain of salt. But honestly, same. I dislike Shane to a certain extent. I think I enjoy the way he's written because a really well written character, like, I don't know how to explain this. I think he's still like a good character, but I still hate his character because he's well written, if that makes sense. But yeah, no, I didn't really like him. I never really saw the appeal with other people because I think this was like a meme for some people that they wanted to air quote fix him, but it's like I just didn't care for Shane. He was rude to me originally, and I never got over that. Though I do really like that he gives you blue chickens at a like 6 hearts or something that you start getting blue chickens, and I like that. Everything else though, I'm like, Shane is Shane. He just go do something, buddy. I'll be hanging out with the cooler kids. You can go do all of that. So yeah, it's just Stardew Valley overall is a great game. I'm I'm lost my train of thought about that. Where Excuse me, where I was going with that. I don't have the energy to fix him. Haley and Alex work to fix themselves. Yeah, see, that's like the thing is like, yeah, Alex and Haley kind of actually have character growth, and then Shane, from what I remember, is like, oh, I'm a terrible mess and I shouldn't be like this, especially for Jazz. And then nothing changes, and it's like, what? How does that happen? I mean, I'm being hypocritical. Is that the word? Yeah, hypocritical, because it's like I'll do that where I'm like, oh, I realize all the problems, but I like can't fix it. But I at least put effort into fixing him, into fixing my problems. Then again, this is a video game character, and I'm a real life person, so there's obviously there there's not too much complexity within these characters. But I mean, Haley and Alex showed me the complexity, which is why I think I like both of them a lot, because they showed me how complex a small Stardew Valley character can be, and I'm like, love that. Thank you guys for being able to show me that, and I appreciate that. And so, yeah, overall, cute, cute game that I would like to log 300 hours into, because I am like 21 hours off of hitting 300. But I think for now, this will be the end of the broadcast. Honestly, well, not the end yet. Actually, I'm standing corrected. We have to gamble first. We have to gamble first. It's not the end of the broadcast yet. We have to gamble, because gambling is very important. Very important for our everyday needs. Is to yes, it's gamba time. Yes, peak game, because we have to gamble every single time. But yeah, no, I do agree. Very Stardew Valley, very cute game, easy to burn out. All right, where's the gambling? It's gambling time. Oh, I forgot in the last broadcast that I don't remember who, but they gifted me all of this. How delightful. Okay, so time to do some gambling. Do you guys think we're gonna make or break? And when I say make or break, like, you know, are we either gonna lose money, break even, or are we gonna somehow make money? I spent $1,750 on these cards. You're so right. Let's do some drinking. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. All right, let's do the scratch off. Who's ready for this? All right. First scratch off, 30, 49, 45, 19, and 15. Alright, big money, big money. I want to maybe break even. That'd be super chill. Ooh, first one's a bust. Ooh, I don't have good feelings about the rest of them, guys. Oh no. Oh, okay. Second one. Can't lose hope. Not yet. 2, 19, 12, 39, and 26. Alright, come on. Come on. Big money. Big money. I need to save up for the golden fishing rod. Ooh, that's so awkward. Okay, you know what they say. Third time's the charm, right? So we're on the third scratch off. Maybe we'll win this time. Eh? 24, 42, 6, 17, and 34. Let's see. Come on, let's win something on the third one. This is it, folks. We have to win big. Oh. Ooh, I'm cracking open a cold one for that one. That hurt. Yep. That washes the pain away. Yep. Me when I bring alcoholism to web fishing. God dang it. Okay. Guys, we have 2 more scratch offs to somehow break even or somehow make all my money back. Though I'm gonna be honest, I don't have high hopes. So let's see. 46, 32, 17, 16, and 8. Alright, come on. Let me just somehow win $5,000 on this one scratch off, right? Level 1, 5,000? 5,000? Ooh. Guys, I'm really scared about this last one. We've literally lost every single scratch off. I don't have high hopes. I'm scared. Okay, guys, are we ready? Deep breath now. Deep breaths. It's the last scratch off. 32, 22, 21, 28, and 26. Okay, come on. At least let me win something. I'm fine if I win like $10. I just want to win. Oh my god, guys, it's the last row. It's the last row. Are we gonna win anything? Oh, that's... This is so disappointing. This is... Oh, no, that's the wrong emote. This is so... Darn it! Goodness gracious, darn it, I'm so mad I didn't win anything! Darn it! Alright, we're cracking open a cold one for that one. That's what we get. But you know what? You don't always win big in web fishing, and hey, there are future broadcasts that I will probably win big at. So, you know, we'll just have to wait for a future broadcast. The next Tuesday broadcast to see if I'll win. Oh my god, I'm drunk in the game and I can't go where I need to go. But since we got done with gambling time, that will be the end of today's broadcast. I really appreciate you guys who managed to tune in and be here. Really appreciate y'all spending your time with me and getting to chat with you. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night or whatever it is that you're going to be doing. And I will be back same time, same place on youtube.com/kwimei next Tuesday for another evening reel. So I hope to catch... anyway, I hope to catch you guys there. Have a good rest of your night. Good night, everybody. Bye!